Hello everyone, Emily here with Emily's Crafty Crochet. Thank you for stopping to take a look at my channel. I am going to use this really pretty paper. I'll try to clear stuff out from underneath of there so it's nice and flat, because I use these big pieces of paper to cover my table. Anyway, I have this paper and it reminds me of honeycombs, and I really want to use some stickers I have of bees. So I have a paper that I tore out of my journal book, and you can see through it. I hope you can see. And that made me real excited to think that maybe I could trace it. And I'm going to use this black. And then I will have something to do my honeycomb stickers on. So I'm going to give that a try. I really do enjoy just doing, oh my goodness, it already didn't come out very well. So, I just really enjoy doing little things for my crafts. And this just sounded like fun. So these lines underneath are pretty thick. And it doesn't have to be perfect, I guess. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. That first crooked line scared me. Okay. I really like this honeycomb look. There's just something about bees and how pure they are, and the delicious honey, and it's kind of scary to think that they could become extinct in our lifetime. This is just Big Intensity. I think I purchased it at Walmart. I've had it for quite a long time. I'm kind of wishing I would have painted this paper maybe with my watercolors yellow, but that's okay. Sometimes when you do things for the first time, you can always think about how you should have done it or what you're going to do different next time. That sounds better. That's coming out pretty good. I am not very artsy, like in drawing. I'm not a very good drawer. I have been watching videos on YouTube on drawing flowers, so that maybe I can start drawing some flowers to put on paper for when I do like bookmarkers or little tags or something. Okay, that one is kind of a disaster over there, so... Oh, we don't want to move the paper. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do most of this page, because I'm only going to cut out what I want to use in my book, and then I'll still have the rest of the page to use in a different book. I did just post a video from going to Michael's today. They did have a honeycomb stamp that I wanted, I did not end up buying that. I decided that I did not need that. Trying to cut back on my spending, aren't we all, I think, at this time, where our economy is. And so I decided not to get it. So I got some glue, some paper clips, and some tape. And so this is just where I'm at, thinking I can't get it out of my head. I want some honeycomb. I'm sorry if I'm off screen, but I cannot move this paper. Okay. So I am finding it really relaxing and fun just to kind of make my own papers, my own drawings, and trying to do my scrapbooking that way. I also do like to make things for craft sales, and usually I'm lucky because I might, I just usually just make my money back on the things that I sell, and I do it for me. I make the things for me. I'm not trying to get rich, so my prices aren't outrageously high. And however, and I apologize, I just lost my train of thought. Long COVID does that to me. I really enjoy doing the scrapbooking. There probably, not that I can see right now, is a big demand to purchase someone else's junk journal. I do see that they sell maybe on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, here and there. I do see them on Etsy. I personally didn't really I had an interest in how beautiful they were, but then when I started doing them, of course that's the fun. So I don't know how they will do when I finish mine at the craft sales. I guess I will wait and see. Or my homemade bookmarkers. I'll just have to wait and see. When you do your junk journals, though, I mean, I just love to put all of my stuff in there. It just becomes so personal to me, and I love looking at them. And it seems like as soon as I start one or finish it, I'm like, oh, this one's mine. It wouldn't even make it to the sale. And I think, oh, I just want to give them to the people that I care about. That would be really awesome. I'm sorry, I'm probably off camera. That would be really awesome to give them to the people I care about. I don't know if you guys would like me to do a video on maybe my long COVID. It does affect me in different ways almost every day. And it's horrible. I do watch a YouTuber, and his grandma just passed, and he did a video saying what happened. And she was elderly, and he took care of her. And he said that she had COVID, and it gave her RSVP in the lungs, which is fluid in the lungs, and she passed. Of course, she was elderly, but it's still very scary. I still worry about getting fluid in my lungs. And when I went out today, which, to tell you the truth, I don't go out very often at all, it was just way too cold. I just did not realize it was going to be that cold till after I got out, because I was just, sometimes I get one thing in my mind and I can't shake it. And my one thing was that I wanted glue. So that's why I went out. But if anyone's interested on hearing about my long COVID, please leave me a comment and I'll do a video on that. It just seems to be a struggle for me. And it's different every day. And it's been a few years now, and I got to tell you, some days it's just amazing to feel like I'm going backwards again. It's scary. Okay, there we go. Wow. I got to tell you, I'm looking at it through my eyes at the paper and looking at it through the camera, and it looks better on camera. But I'm pretty happy with it. I like it. I left it a little bit blank up here. So I wonder. I was going to actually look up a video on how to do it, but I think if I had a ruler, or maybe I could just do it like this, but if I had a ruler, I think that maybe I could duplicate this in smaller little octagons. Okay, so that does look pretty good. I wanted to put it in my book. Let's see here. Let me grab it. Okay, this is my journal. Let's make you guys go up a little bit. Please have a little bit of patience with me here. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. This book is, I want to say maybe a 5x8. It is 5.5 inches long by about 12 inches across. So it's a pretty good sized book. It's one of my bigger ones. Just really enjoying doing this. Okay, I have an empty page, I think. Ooh, did I make it all the way from the front there? I like this page. Just a little. Oh, nope, I still have some empty here. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this page. So I think I want it to go in my book this way. Okay, let's see here. I think that looks really good. So I'm going to keep the rest of that for another project or another page. And a little jar of water here that I keep on my desk with a lid. And I got my paints, my little water paints. Let's see here. I'm going to use this paintbrush. Whoops, oh my goodness. I made a big splash, like I just jumped into that little glass. Okay, I think what I want to do is put a little bit of yellow around the outside. I'm sure if this was the kind of paper, I don't know what I'm trying to say, the watercolor paper, there we go, it came out. This would look a lot better. However, I did put too much water on there right off the bat, and this paper just sucked it right up. Here we go. And I didn't want it very bright, just a little tiny bit. Okay. Let's see how that works. So I'm using a little tiny brush, and I'm just, yeah, whenever I get, whoops, see how that marker just kind of ran. So maybe I'll just do a little bit in the middles here and there just to get a little yellow in this paper. Just hit and miss. And it's not too bright. It's such a soft color. Or I'm putting it on so softly that maybe it'll just give it a little bit of character. Well, I hope everyone is doing well. This year is already going by so quickly. I can't believe we're going to be in March soon. Isn't that crazy? It's just ridiculous to me how fast time is going. But they do say when you get older, it goes faster, so. Yep, that looks pretty good. I'm always trying to find something new or different to do. I like to cut paper out. Like it's been a whole day of doing nothing but just cutting, and that makes me really happy. And then it doesn't take me very long to glue it all down. Alrighty. You know, I kind of like that white up there in the corner. I think I'm just going to tear off the corner piece. There we go. That just made me a little bit happier. Okay, so I probably should let this page dry. Put the lid on my water there. I have seen some people use hair dryers. However, I do not have one. Not even one for my hair. So we're just going to whip this page around for a little bit. These are it's a really nice screwed lid. These are the little paper clips I got at Michael's today. That I purchased at Michael's. They're gold. When they were in here, when I was looking at them, I thought they looked a little, maybe more vintage. I am very happy with them though. Aren't they cute? So I'll be able to use those and leave them in my little bookmarker books. So, okay, I think that seems to be working really well. Okay, let's go ahead and get this baby in here. I did purchase some E6000. It is not what I wanted once again. I thought it was going to have the same lid as the other one that I have, my E7000, but the lid is not. It just comes right out big and goobery. Just not happy camper with it. And I did order it off Amazon when I got my E7000, and it works wonderful. I think I'm just spoiled because I like that little tip that you use for jewelry. And I don't put the glue all the way to the edge. I keep it away from the edge a little bit. I like to see my paper kind of be up on the edges. And this glue does hold quite well. And I'm trying to stay away now from the middle. I used to really try to get everything up to the middle of my page. But after watching a few videos, I've decided to try to keep it away from the middle of my book to help with so that when you close your book, it's not putting so much pressure on that middle part. So that's something I learned. So let's see what kind of stickers I have here. Okay, toadstool does not need to be with these, but these are I'm going to put two piles because I do have the rest of this paper that I want to use in a different book. And actually my other books are smaller, so that piece of paper is going to go quite a ways. I would like to do maybe a couple of more papers before I use this one. on something else so that I can have some backup. That one's cute. Let's see here. I like these that look like tags. There we go, tags. I think that I could use them on a tag. That would be really cute. But at the same time, it would just be cute with anything. Sunflower. Some honey. I think I'm going to put that over there. I have these two with different flowers. So I think I will put that one with that batch. That is so cute. That looks kind of like a fly, doesn't it? That doesn't really look like a bee, but I guess it is maybe a bee. Oh, gosh, aren't I horrible? Can't tell between a bee and a fly. I kind of like the idea of having all the black and white ones on one page together. I don't want these two on the same page. I think it's just too much. And I think that one goes with this one pretty well. I do like the honey. That's sweet. And I usually don't lay my stickers out. I like to just decide what stickers I'm going to have on a page, put them in a pile, and then I just throw them all on. I am not a planner. Right now I'm just kind of I don't want to use all my bees on one page. That's my dilemma right now. And I kind of want it more than just two on here, so. Look at me thinking too hard. Okay. That one doesn't need to be there. I love these flowers. I love flower stickers. It's amazing how doing a junk journal can really change the way that you think about things or see things. I think you see beauty places that you didn't see them before. You might decide that you like something that you didn't like before. Like, I really didn't think bees were as beautiful as I think they are now. And butterflies, that's another thing that people have always seemed to love. And I guess I just never was really into the butterfly thing. But now I get it. I've always liked flowers, but green's my favorite color also. Okay, I think I'm just going to stick that right there. I think I covered the whole page up pretty well. And the journey to get where I am right now to put all of this on this paper is really the fun stuff for me. I am wishing that I would have used the distress ink on the outsides of that paper. It would have gave it a really nice look. So I'm just going to cut a piece off, and I'm going to put distressed ink on the outside of this one. And yes, I do like it. I think it would have really did something for that pattern if I would have did the distress ink on the outside. However, I did not. So I will know for next time. I do have this little pad. I see people using it on TV, on YouTube. I think YouTube is really great, especially for people like me who don't have a very long attention span. And I see people going like this. Oh, and then they, it really works really well for them. No, it doesn't for me. Okay, yeah, see, now it's going to do it because I said something, but it just doesn't seem to work like that for me. I need to really stamp it. And this is brand new. Okay. So I'm just going to go around the edges and rub it a little bit. It's not going to give me the same effect, but it looks pretty good right here. And the edge here, because I didn't get the glue too close to the edge when I was gluing it down, it stands up, so that helps a little bit. Yeah. And on the outside of my page a little bit. And I'm really happy with that. I whizzed through it. I wasn't trying to go fast. I was just going at my own pace. I'm really happy with it. Now, I like to have more than one book going at a time so that I can pick up whichever one I feel like working in. You know, I could do another page of bees here, which sounds like a really good idea because I don't know what else I would put here. Maybe I should put my bees over here. I like getting the ink all over my hands. It just makes me feel very productive. And I also, for some reason, don't mind the mess on my desk. I like it to be very messy and cluttery. It makes me feel like I've been busy. So I think I am going to do that page. And because this is watercolors, I'm sure you probably recognize this maybe from when you were a child. Makes it really easy just to grab it and use it when I want to. When I want to just put a little bit of color down. And you can see I'm not making it really vibrant. It's just a contrasting color to take away from how white this paper is. And I'm almost out of that yellow. Got this at Walmart for $1.58, and it's been wonderful. I appreciate everyone who's watching. I don't get too many comments. I do get more comments on my videos when I crochet, which is nice. I always like to get positive comments, not negative. The negative ones, you know, I don't think people realize unless they have a channel that any kind of negativity that you get it just hurts. So please, no negative comments. You can give me comments on how to do something better or different. That would be awesome, because I'm always open to that. All right, I think that looks good. That might even look better than the other page. Put my water away. It's really nice to have a thing of water on my table that has a lid. Gotta tell you, it is really nice. Okay. Okay. Blow dry our natural wind dry our paper here. It does dry quite quickly. Sunny days are here again. I'll tell you, it was 18 degrees today at 11:40 when I went out. I would not have went out at all today, However, I crocheted some bunnies. They came out really super cute. And I think I made a total of 10. And made a total of 10 bunnies. And I'll tell you, sometimes you just make so many of something, you're just like, I don't care if I ever make this again. That's how I felt when I got done doing all those bunnies. And I wanted to make sure I got them to a little shop here in Ankeny that sells handmade homemade goods. I'm very fortunate that they take my items. I feel very fortunate. It made me very excited when I took my first items in and they said yes, that they would sell them. I'm very grateful to them. This is my first month taking anything to them, so I was very happy. And I thought, woohoo, look at me. I got stuff in a store for sale. And I wanted to get my bunnies in before it got too close to Easter. They do not take duplicates of anything, so you can't take just anything in there. It's called Tweedledee's, and it's downtown in the old part of downtown Ankeny. Cute store. So I thought I better get my bunnies in there before someone else does bunnies, because if someone else does bunnies, I won't be able to take mine in. They are super cute. I believe I did post pictures. I did not do a tutorial on those bunnies. So I dropped off the bunnies and I was like, oh, I feel so good. Now I don't have to do another bunny. And then I started a bunny today. I'm like, maybe I should just make a few more bunnies. Okay. I think that looks good, especially right next to this page. So where are my bees? Okay. Bee. I didn't have one that said be happy because that would be cute. Okay. That picture cute. I hope my lighting is working well. I've been really trying to work on that. When you're doing these, I want to call it a junk journal. It is a glue journal because I do have a lot of things glued, but I don't know if I can really call it that since I have so much that is stickers. I can tell you how long I have really been wanting to do one of these pages with bees. I haven't been really doing it too long, but as soon as I saw the bee stickers, I was just like, oh my gosh, I love them. So I would really like to get some dragonfly stickers, but I thought, maybe I can just do a video on, or I'm sorry, look at a YouTube video on how to draw dragonflies. I can draw my own. Oh, that looks good. I feel like I need something over here and here. Like there's just not enough. So let's see. Move this out of, oh, you know what? I stuck a couple stickers. Let's see what I got over here. Let's give this page a little bit of color. The stickers just seem to go on so easy. I think that's one of the things I just love about stickers. Now, I could, if I wanted to, cut off all this white on the outside of the sticker. I love the transparent stickers also. So I'm just going to cut off this white, and it does make a big difference on a lot of these stickers when you do that. Sometimes when I'm putting stuff on, I don't like to cover up my outside edges. Like I work so hard on that edge, I want to be able to see it. This is really pretty. When I first started doing scrapbooking, I was really into the vintage. I'm like, oh my gosh, I watch people on YouTube, the ones with no sound, where you just hear the paper sounds, which I found so relaxing, and so I started falling to sleep with that at night. That's kind of how I got into my scrapbooking. I was watching and I was so just taken by it, and I thought, how relaxing is that? Creating just whatever you want to create and using the colors you want to use and just doing it your way. There's no right or wrong way. There's no outlines to tell you put the sticker here. And once I went down that rabbit hole, there was just no coming back. I started wanting to do vintage. Once I started, because I was watching the vintage on YouTube, but once I started doing it my way with all my colors, and just my daughter prints stuff off for me on her printer she has, and I can cut them out, and I just absolutely love it. You can see here, when I first started, my journey in this book is I did start off wanting to do vintage, and I started out with not very much. So I have books. My daughter printed this off. I have some, she printed these, and I cut them out. Those I got off Temu. I did have a few stickers, and I was very stingy when I used them. You can see, though, that I did try to start off vintage. And then the true me started coming out. I was doing 3 pages, so I just pulled the pages out. This one was really gaudy. It just had all this bright fish stuff, and for some reason I did not like it. So then I put some stuff on top of it. But then the real me started coming out with all the bright colors and the stuff that didn't match. And then then the me came out. So when you start, you can start doing it any way you want to. But this is me. The true me wants to do different colors. This I really like just because I love these little fairy houses. I've never been a person to be into fairies, but I just love how some of this vintage stuff looks, and it looks old, and it just looks pretty. So here's me again. Bright colors, no rhyme or reason. I did try to leave a few spots for writing. I am not a journaling person in writing, so doing the pictures makes me feel very good. And when I look back on doing them, I like to touch it. There's something about touching a junk journal or a journal and feeling all the textures, hearing the paper. I colored this and put it in here. This paper, me and my daughter put in coffee and tea, and then we baked it in the oven. It didn't make too much of a difference in the color, but it was fun to do that with her. So this page, I just loved putting all my beautiful stickers down. So I hope this inspires you to maybe do something the way that you want to do it. And I'll tell you, when I figured out, oh my gosh, I can make a pocket, you'd think I discovered bread. It was so crazy. Yeah. And I love the way this paper's old. We did this one in the coffee and tea, and you can see the grates from the oven. Yeah. But I'll tell you, when I learned something new, like this, my mind was blown. Oh my goodness. Now I really want to go out and buy some really nice envelopes, because I have made a few things out of envelopes. I'm a big cat person, so anything with cats I'm in love with. I did glue some of my pages together to make it a little bit sturdier, because I didn't want to pull my pages out. Oh, this blew my mind. When I watched a video and I saw this and I thought, oh my gosh, I can do this. Yeah, I think I did a video, and this just blew my mind. You can just tape a envelope in here. And some days I will just do these. And sitting here doing this is my happy place. I find with my long COVID, more recently, I do have a lot of brain fog, and sometimes I just can't seem to talk and get my words out. So if I have videos where there's no talking, it's probably because I can't find my words for that day. Oh, look at this page. I just love the busyness. I just glued paper on paper, and I have some tape here, and none of it rhymes or reason. Why is there a 1 there? Don't ask, I don't know. I have a little bit of lace here that hangs over the top. Some bling. I cut all of these little pieces of paper out by hand and the leaves. This page is one of my favorites. So, this was not supposed to be a go through my journal video. I just really, really wanted to try this and share it with you. My first honeycombs that I drew. I'm very happy. I think I'm going to do some more tracing, but instead of using the paper, I have this. I was going to do my honeycombs on this paper because it's the only paper I have that looks like honeycombs. But when I saw this paper in my stash that a friend gave me, I was so excited. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm just going to trace it. And I really like the way this trace looks, so I can use this for something else. I am going to try to trace, instead of using this paper, I am going to use, hold on. I have this book I purchased at Goodwill, and I am going to use it as a junk journal. However, it does have a lot of pages in it, so I have taken some of the pages out. Because, since it is a hardback, if I didn't take pages out, it would be too thick. So I have taken some pages out. I'm not going to take very many more pages out because I think it's been saturated out enough. Oh, I don't know if I can see that through there. I do have one of those lights from underneath for my my diamond art. Maybe that would help, but maybe not. I don't think that's going to work. So I guess I won't do that. It was an idea. Hear that sound? So crunchy. Because I put the water on it. I love that sound. I cut this bottom page and then I folded it up to make this pocket. And then I put a little piece of paper here on the side just so I could put something in there. And I do wax stamps. If this is your first time, I'm kind of like going over everything. If you've been here before and you've heard me talk before like this, thank you for staying. Well, thank you for watching me do this long-awaited bee page I've been dying to do. Another genius thing. I just folded the book over and made a pocket here. Well, you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. Please hit subscribe so that when I come on here, I do not have any set days. I just come on when I'm feeling like recording. could be 3 or 4 times a day. It could be a couple of days in between. Got a big hair tie from my daughter. She said she got it at Walmart. And I'll tell you, it works perfect to stick over this journal. I could hang some charms from it, but I'll tell you, if I did that, I think it would just be a pain taking it off and on, even though it would look adorable. So I could change my mind. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll be back soon. Bye.